Happy Sunday. I think today's the 11th. All right, so we are doing the Sunday Social Security Roundup. As you know, we had one last Sunday. We have one every Sunday that rounds up the videos from the week we just had. And you could see if you missed anything that would be of interest. All right, so here we have the August 5th. Can you believe it's August? We're over halfway through the year of 2024. August 5th through August 10th. So let's see what we got. Because my mind is a sieve and I just don't remember. All right, here we go. On Monday the 5th. Oh yeah, so we're talking about this new practice going on with the SSA where they are having people right now, anyway. This will change. It's not going to affect people next year, but people who filed before June, before the past relevant work rule changed, and we have videos on that. They created a new work history report to replace the old version. And they are now having people that, I don't know that it's all people, but people that did the old one, but now they want these new questions answered. They're having some people do a work history report redo. So we go into a little bit on that. I actually have a part 1 of the difference in the work history report, the current from the old. And if you look under the work history report playlist, you'll find it. I have to get the rest of it done. I keep meaning to do the next one, which would probably just be part 2. I don't think there'll be a part 2 and part 3 unless it gets a little lengthy, because part 2 is we're going to go through. Yeah, there probably will be a part 2 and part 3 now that I think about it, because they added a whole nother page to the work history report, a whole nother page per job. Okay. So we want to explain exactly what those things are and what you should know about those questions that you might not be thinking. That's in that other video. It even has the word part 1 in it, I think. And it just came out in like probably July of 2024. Okay, so that was Monday. Tuesday, August 6th. This was more about that SSA news about the new change in the method of accessing your online account. It will no longer be ssa.gov/my account using your SSA username. It is now going to be through something called login.gov and id.me. And people are having all sorts of comments about troubles they've had with the latter. But anyway, so I've had a few videos on this already. Only because come September, it's going to be the only way you can access any of your SSA information online. So if you like being able to go in there and see your benefits letter without having to go to SSA office or calling or writing them, or if you like seeing your earnings statement every year, which is a great idea that we should all be doing, make sure that our earnings are properly reflected. That's where you would be getting that. So I haven't even done it myself yet, guys, but this latest one is actually, they told us how to transition onto it. So I just kind of go over what they said. It's just a kind of a verbal explanation of what their little, I think it was a blog piece when they're talking about how to transition over, who, what, when, that kind of thing. August 7th, so that must be Wednesday. SSA had reminded us in an email I received of when you're receiving benefits, you still should be reporting certain things. And this could be if you're receiving retirement, survivor, disability, anything, because some of these changes in life can create an opportunity to have a bigger benefit for yourself, or to giving benefit to one of your family members that you may not realize could be getting one based on insurance coverage you may have. So that is gone over in that on Wednesday, August 7th. They also, it's a little bit touching on reporting things so that you do not have an overpayment for certain other things, other changes that might be happening. So reporting when life changes occur can be really important. And we go into that a little bit there. August 8th. This was, I had just watched a bit of Attorney Walter had put out a video 6 days prior to when I did this, and I'm not sure what day that was. It was probably late July, but when he put it out. But it was and I was just talking about the beginning part when they're talking about how workers are needed to fund the Social Security, disability, and retirement funds. And with the baby boomers being, heavy-handed on collecting, of course, and the subsequent generations producing less children, it's put a little damper, so to speak, on the funds. And it seems to be the single biggest reason why we're always saying, oh my gosh, the funds are going to run out. So we go into that a little bit there. I apologize if I get a little lippy, but we all have opinions. Okay, August 9th, Friday, fraud law review. This is about a senior lady who has been scamming, and she's, I guess, good at it, but not so good she doesn't get caught. But what I thought was particularly funny was A, she's 73, and B, it's her 4th time doing it and getting caught. And I'm like, why do they don't have a grip on this lady? Should she even be? I mean, I know the jails are full, but technically, you would think after 4, she should be locked up, maybe. I don't know. So we'll see. I don't think she's getting locked up this time either. That was Friday. Saturday, someone asked me on the channel, how do I withdraw my application? I decided this isn't something I should be having. That could be happening for disability, but probably even more so for retirement. Sometimes people file and they realize I should have waited. So we go into that as well as the form to use, SSA 521, and just some of the basics of withdrawing your application and what it might mean. The good, the bad, the ugly. And okay, that was it. That was Saturday. So anyway, have a great week, guys. I hope you had a great weekend and continue to have a great weekend. And if you have any interesting SSA issues you'd like me to generally go over, always feel free to pop them up in a comment, okay? I do get to all these comments, believe it or not. I don't have a million people giving them, so that's why I can do it. So anyway, I'm happy to try to do a video. I usually do things that pop up during the day, as you know. They're usually just off the cuff, but occasionally I'll do one slightly planned because someone asked me to. All right. I will talk to you later. Have a great week, guys. Bye. So you just listened to the week's roundup of all 7 days right behind us and what those video tips were. Are you concerned if you didn't necessarily catch the ones from the week prior to that? Don't worry, we're going to attach it right here. Have a great week, guys. Bye. Good morning. Happy Sunday. This is All Things Social Security, and we're doing our Sunday Social Security roundup for the prior week. So the week started Monday the 29th and went to Saturday, August 3rd. So let me just give a little look-see because I clearly do not remember what came in what order. I definitely have to read the titles. Okay, so Monday the 29th. And of course, on Sunday the 28th, we did that week's Social Security roundup of those video shares. Okay, so Monday the 29th, it was a share about, and there's been a few of these because some people were very concerned, how they're changing the SSA.gov username, my account, access to your Social Security documents that you have access to, such as your earnings statement or a benefits letter. They are changing the method of getting in there, presumably for better security. And there's 2 ways that going forward in a few weeks will be the only ways to get in. So if you are someone who likes to get your information online versus calling or taking a trip to the SSA office, you're probably going to want to know how to do this and getting ready to do it. If not, having done it already. I have not done it yet. I'm a procrastinator with certain things, but I will get to it. Okay, the next day, that would be Tuesday the 30th. this was all about that treatment I always talk about, and how you can really alter what onset date of disability you could have included if you don't take care of your treatment leading up to and during your claim. So that's about gaps in treatment and what you might be able to do to avoid them if you're having trouble otherwise avoiding them. Okay, the 31st, that would be Wednesday. Oh, yeah. Just a little share about the current times we're in and the frequency we are seeing in a demand for updated function reports. It used to be one and done for your whole claim, and that is definitely not the case anymore. And I think in this one, I also touched on, because someone had asked, I think I did, even if it's not demanded, should I provide one? Is there an instance where that would be a wise thing? So we go into that a little bit. On August 1st, can you believe it's August? We are in the second half of the year for sure. This is for SSI folks who found that they did not get the back benefits amount that they really thought they should get, and what might be the reason and how to remedy it if the shoe fits. We've done this many times when it was appropriate, and secured many more thousands of dollars in back benefits to clients. So something to think about. August 2nd. Okay, so this was Friday. Instead of doing the fraud law review, which typically comes out on a Friday, that was actually slated to go out, but the platform here, I guess YouTube, pulled in or synced in a video from a while back from a different platform, probably one that was done long before I ever decided to come to YouTube. Probably one that was more more geared back when everything was for my clients alone, and a different platform as such. And then we decided to just go more public with it. But this was about a child's disability and what can bar a disabled child from disability benefits. So take a look, see if you happen to have a disabled child and what might be the issues there. So when that was automatically pulled in, I just stopped the scheduling for the regular fraud law review so that people didn't have to have my face pop in their face if they subscribe more than once that day. So the Friday fraud law review was moved to Saturday. So for those of you that like that kind of stuff, and this was about grandparents that were being scared and conned by a couple of non-Americans, and I don't recall if they were here and doing it and then went back to their own country, or they had been doing it from their own country. I'm thinking, I don't even know if it matters, because now with internet, you can be conned from halfway around the globe. If you're gullible or naive, and a lot of our seniors, unfortunately, I don't want to offend anybody, but sometimes we are, and we get that way, particularly if we're not really familiar with the fact that these online and phone call frauds are going on. So what was cool about this one was that the perps have been extradited back to the USA for prosecution, in particular, my old home state of New Jersey. So kudos to that. I don't give Jersey a lot of kudos these days, but I'll give you that one. All right, so that's it, folks. That was last week. If you have any video shares you think would be appropriate for a lot of people, so not like particular to your situation only, and you want to see if I can squeeze one in, I'm happy to do that. So give me a little message and we'll see what we can do. All right, guys, thanks a lot and have a great week. I think it's drizzling today. We need it for the garden. Bye now.